if that's
Okay.
slightly under.
If everybody has their handouts, I ask that you turn to the section where the heading on it, it's right after the budget. Well, I'm sorry, you don't have a notebook like I do. It's a handout that says Rob Meadows contracting estimate.
Well, what happened to my stuff?
There are extra packets out on the lectern, Marcia.
Okay.
Okay.
There's stuff on the.
There are extra sets on the.
Service too.
Okay.
There's some packets.
Okay.
We'll see if anybody gets upset. Somebody check the book. That's one.
Okay, the congregation approved a higher dollar amount. The total that you see on the estimate from Rob is the $10,346. The original estimate that the congregation approved was $400 more.
I'm good.
And I unilaterally decided to just do an excess hold to the attic, not the pull-down steps. So that saved us quite a bit of money. And then Sebi spotted a dehumidifier at Ollie's, and so this is down.
Wait just a second, I can't see her.
Sorry, my apologies.
You decided to do the steps and what else?
The dehumidifier is $20 less for installing and getting dehumidifier installing. Okay, so that entire dollar amount, now you see that he has given us a price per hour that the electrician charges $60 an hour. Now this is again with, and I have talked with Detlef and Dave, who have agreed that they will go up in the attic. They don't think that there's asbestos up there, but there's a lot of old wet insulation up there that needs to come out. It's nasty. And Rob thinks that that's pretty close to what the electrical will cost. But it's also contingent upon us pulling the old insulation out of the attic upstairs. And it's also
Getting rid of it.
yeah, and getting rid of it. And Sebi and Detlef have talked about going through and testing and identifying and pulling out old wiring. So that should bring the electrical costs down some. You'll notice below that estimate there's 3 Anderson windows included here. And that is these 2 large windows here in the sanctuary. And it is in the stairwell, there are 2 windows, one over top of the other. And the third window is the top window that needs to come out. It's really bad shape. He says that will not be an issue because it comes out in pieces. These are very large. Okay, but Betsy and I talked, and we feel like in buying the type of window with the shade inside the glass.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah, and that way we could just close it, and when it's installed, just have that shade closed. So that's
for the stairwell.
top window in the stairwell.
Yes.
There are 2 windows.
Yes, yes,
okay,
yes,
gotcha.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
These
And-
are pretty big windows, so I think that's a fair.
Now, this is not the brand that Detlef recommended.
Right.
But Kathy and Randy had such good success with Anderson that we have gone, and I decided to go with Anderson because everybody is singing praises for Anderson. So that has saved us some money.
I'll tell you our Anderson story later. It was
Yeah.
wonderful.
Okay, and after
after it was installed.
Rob sent me things last night, then we talked by phone, and he said the labor on those 3 windows would be $400
That's good.
That's very reasonable.
to replace and install. Okay, so we've already approved the $10,000+ amount up there. Are we in agreement to go ahead with these 3 windows for this year?
So move.
Okay, second?
A second.
Okay. Marcia second, Betsy's moved. All in favor?
Am I voting?
Yep, yep, you're right.
Aye.
Yes.
Okay.
Aye, plus all the proxies.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, plus all the
Thank you,
boxes.
plus all the proxies. So the windows will be $2,200 to install those 3 windows. So I'm talking with Robbie Monday. Now, yes, he was here yesterday. Upstairs has a brand new window in it. When it first came in, the frame was cracked. He sent it back, got a new one. So that was installed yesterday.
Good.
The toilet was leaking downstairs, and he fixed that. And I think it's flushing better now than it was. We need to make sure it
You have
is.
to hold down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, he was supposed to fix that, so I don't
You
know
have
if
to
that.
hold it
down.
Yeah,
It's still
okay, so I'll tell him that that needs to be done too. Okay, doke. So we're cool then on the Rob and what we want him to do. Let me also ask our our three ladies doing the windows treatments. We have to have some treatment for the upstairs bathroom window. I use the facility during our break and hello world.
Well, Target has 30% off online.
So I'm gonna let the three of you work that out, get it, and we'll have it installed. Please?
Okay,
Okay. Okay.
we need to get a measurement.
Yeah. Okay. Moving right along then, so you then have something labeled reports.
Well, this thing.
Yeah.
New River Annual Congregational Meeting 2016 to 17 review.
Yeah.
And I would say, as a person who did the membership report, thank you, April. There's lots of things you included that I didn't think about to include, so that's great.
Well, yeah, and where I did, and my sister was actually the one who reminded me where last year's calendar might be. She is brilliant, and she said, I know it. So, so I was very pleased to be able to pop in some dates for some things. So we've already talked about the facilities and governance. Anything the officers did, I put under governance. Any other meetings that we went to, I put under membership development or meetings that we have. I did talk by email with Joseph Farugula, or however you say his name. Ferrugia. And he definitely had not forgotten us. We do have him scheduled to do a service in June 11th, I believe. And he is finishing out the university year in the D.C. area, getting ready to move here. And so we'll be in touch with him. And we still don't know exactly what he has in mind. But anyway. Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm liberal. Under governance, I see that officers are planning on attending something.
General Assembly, that's the
In
national.
six, I know what it is, but
Yeah.
in 16,
It means
16
17.
has passed.
17.
That's what I'm getting at, okay?
It's
Thank you.
17.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're right. Thank you, dear.
Well, we did attend the GA in Columbus,
No, but
Ohio.
I'm reading her report. That's
Right,
what
I know.
was asking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
I'm just trying to.
I'm just saying that was something that wasn't included. 3 of us did attend GA in New Columbus last year. So,
And it should have been
Actually,
in there,
there's
but
4 of
I
us.
see it. Yeah, there were 4
Yeah,
members.
4 members attending.
Anytime we have 4 members anywhere, I am popping my buttons, gang. I mean, that's probably the highest representation of any congregation anywhere. So,
Who were the 4 that went last year?
Nina and the 3 of us went.
right.
Nine was in office or
No,
what?
no,
Nina
No.
went.
no.
That's why we said members. That's why I said we're 4 members.
We did say 4 officers, yeah. She meant 4 members.
Did I say officers? I meant to say 4.
I said 3 officers
Yeah.
and somebody said 4.
I did. I said
That's what it
4.
was.
Okay. I meant
3
4
officers
members,
and a
yeah.
member attended last year.
Thank you, Carol, for clarification there. Please correct anything I have wrong, anywhere. You have that responsibility. Okay, media, Kathy, anything you want to add?
Just, we've had 5 newsletters since the last annual meeting. We're trying for every 2 months, although we haven't always made it. We're gonna do one after this with a report from all of this. As I said, Jim's very helpful. Please watch the videos that get posted on our website, and let us know if you've got anything for our Facebook page, put pictures or comments.
I want a picture today of the officers,
Yeah.
so that I can change out from
Right.
the web.
And
Facebook.
membership, am I doing that now? We now have
Yes.
23 members with Andre signing today.
Where is Andre? Where'd he go?
I don't know.
He, I asked about, and he wasn't particularly interested in the rest of the meeting. Okay, thank you, Kathy. Joe? You see a report from Joe with the reports.
Yes. I read it earlier.
I'm gonna put
Joe,
that in
anything you
that
wanna say?
Yeah, I was just gonna say
I'm in
something
the-
for Cheryl.
Yeah.
There's one, on the, there's also one on the lectern. The set.
I'm sorry I didn't include dates on things. I do have dates on the computer at home. I've had a terrible time with internet, so I'm sorry I didn't include dates on the RE. Teresa's been good to work with Sky and to make sure that we have 2 deep leadership, in the RE. And, we plan to have more children this morning, so we had quite a lot of stuff to dye eggs with, which the boys had a great time doing that. And I think for kind of a baby book club, we've done really well. People have enjoyed our sessions, and we've had good conversations. And I think cups is fairly clear. We've had pretty low attendance. Mom and Dad did a lot of cups of wine and chocolate, and I'm not that person, so I'm not doing it that way. And so Betsy and I kind of worked out to do a quarterly presentation with cups, kind of alternating or including intergenerational services, so that it all kind of comes together for everybody.
And I
that's-
think for
it's-
next month they're not together, so if you wanna make a change there, Joe.
Cups is actually part of the service, honey.
I know it is, but intergenerational, they're
Oh,
not
no,
together.
I think I got it separate.
Yeah,
That's absolutely fine to have them separate. We didn't
Okay.
plan to have them together every time.
Yeah.
So that's,
yes.
I don't know, I'm sorry.
No, I think it's next week.
Got a screaming headache, but I do have it in my phone, so let me see.
Today's,
when it is.
it's next week, Joe.
I think I have it for the 24th, so
Yeah.
April 24th,
A week from Monday.
and then, May 29 is soul work. So May 29 is soul work. Yeah,
That's good.
so you've got another week.
Soul work is
And then H's for Hawks of 20.
Hard going. So
24.
dry,
Huh?
dry going, but important.
It's challenging.
Yeah, Jean?
What is CUUPS?
It is the Covenant of Unitarian Universalist Pagans.
So people who follow more nature-centered spirituality.
So it stands for what?
Covenant of Unitarian Universalist Pagans.
And that S will be in pagans.
Yeah,
PS.
Thank you.
thank you, Jean. Okay.
So does anybody have any questions?
And it really is a result of, General Assembly last year that I jumped in wholeheartedly into, the rallies and getting us really actively involved. And just as an outgrowth of that, it was just so natural, to do that. And you can see a listing here of, I haven't included names all the time because the names change according to who goes where, but you can see the different things that we have been involved with for social justice is summarized on one of your pages.
Carol's really been active.
Yes, she
Yeah.
is. Yeah,
She's keeping us up to date
and
on
on top
yeah.
of it, yeah.
She's really done a wonderful job.
I know, that's what she didn't think, but I'm trying.
And she makes the best carrot cake ever.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I was really afraid that
Oh,
those were raisins
political
in
and
there,
carrot
but they're
cake.
nuts. I hate raisins in food like that.
Apparently it's not even raining that hard at all.
I'm glad it turned out.
I mean, Kevin has eaten no desserts in how many days you've been here since Wednesday?
I had to try.
He had, we won't say how many trips to the
Indulgence, I had both.
carrot cake.
You were saving up.
No, I'll live.
He was saving up.
But it was irresistible.
Well, I got a spirit off stage.
Okay, and I include the legal activism for Andre in the social justice work also.
Oh, never mind.
Worship, Betsy?
Well, there's nothing much more to add, that we're a lay-led fellowship, and we met every Sunday except one. And
I had a couple of,
Yeah.
weather, there were two
There were
or
a
three.
couple of times that we
Yeah.
didn't get.
I had only one that we
But
missed.
There were a few that were
Yeah.
canceled.
There were a few, I think at least two.
Three, two.
I just have,
Anyway,
well,
anyway,
I had
we
the
generally,
dates, Betsy,
from
if you
last,
want 'em.
yeah.
I can tell you when we go back home, okay.
I have them too.
I had them in 2016, January, we had bad weather, but in this past winter, in 2017, we only had one Sunday that we weren't able to meet.
So that's two for the year. And I
Okay.
think,
Okay.
Well, anyway,
yeah.
Well, you can
It
look
doesn't
on your
matter.
calendar.
It doesn't-
I don't know, according to
We're
my,
fine.
according to mine, it's only one, but I may have miscounted
But you
somewhere.
you mentioned two.
Except
This
that,
is
January's
16,
2016, and that wouldn't count on this.
no, it wouldn't count.
Yeah, well, because
No.
today is the end of the
In
past year.
January,
Go April,
I think we had cancellations in spring is what happened. This,
It
anyway,
doesn't matter.
it doesn't
doesn't
matter,
matter.
You
ongoing.
don't make a deal of it in the minutes.
Anyhow, I don't really.
it doesn't.
It's all I can do to write. They'll tell you, I lose everything. I'm not. Anyhow, be that as it may. The main issue is we met in the first Sunday of January. We determined that we would link all the messages to the principals, and Joe agreed to continue with cups, and people thought they enjoyed hearing from Dr. Kirk, and also a lot of sharing the information about musicians. And we talked about continuing exploring different religions, meditation, social issues, and timely topics.
Could I mention one other thing?
Yeah.
We talked about, at one of these meetings, getting, this is our personal video camera. And so it comes when I come, but there are times we're not here. It'd be nice to have some of the services taped. But I would need somebody who would agree to be the video camera person. And Betsy's not able to do that, so I'll throw that out. If anybody's interested in doing it
Do what?
on the Sundays, then I'm
I'll
willing
operate the camera.
for us to
Oh, I
get.
can operate the camera.
I talked to you about it. You didn't think you wanted to take that.
I don't really want to take it, but I can do it.
That'd be easy.
I've
You
done
press
it.
the button when the service starts.
Well,
That's
even,
what
we
it
just
is.
go for even this, we don't even do the whole joys concerns, just the topic, you know.
I could do
Right.
it unless I'm not gonna be here for some reason. I don't find it.
Right, I mean, that's why I haven't bought another camera, because I didn't wanna do that, spend the money unless somebody was willing to take it on for the times that I'm not here.
I just think it'd be a good idea to leave it in a safe place. I don't know,
Or even you take it home and bring it with you.
Yeah, that would be better.
I would feel better,
yeah, after having had things broken into.
right.
Um,
It's a really simple camera to operate, though. It is, one of these, press it, it starts, press it, it stops.
Joe,
I wanted to revisit Ari, so when you guys are done.
Yeah. So I'll talk with you about this later, okay.
are you?
I forgot to mention, I will be gone for 3 weekends in July.
Saw that in there.
So in the past, we have done different things about July and RE. I can certainly do, well, I can't, I was gonna say I could certainly do the first.
I
weekend of
would
July,
recommend we
but
cancel RE for July.
we've frequently done that in the
Yeah.
past, that the U's have said, we'll
Yeah.
take a month-long hiatus from RE.
A lot of churches do not have RE in the summers.
Yeah, July and August traditionally, no RE.
That's different. So I just wanted to make sure that we had that
Thank you.
on the table.
That's good. Okay. Properties? I think everybody here remembers, some of us vividly remember the cleanup at Maxwell Hill.
Yeah.
Yep.
Others of us,
Can we pass that memory by?
yeah.
If only it were that easy.
The other thing with the properties is that, and the congregation was in agreement that it was actually the congregation's recommendation that we postpone, that we table any dealings with sale of the property until, for a year, and then look at the sales of real estate in the area again. And if the prices are going up, then reconsider sale of the property. But right now, we're not dealing with the property. It's not on the market. I do think I need to share with you, I don't think I've shared with you, that all of the copper tubing and everything is gone.
I've been involved with real estate in West Virginia for some time, and while the rest of the nation, properties are selling
Yeah.
pretty vigorously and prices have gone up, in West Virginia, and especially in this area, they haven't. They haven't moved yet. And they haven't moved in much of the southern part of the state. And, hey, it's moved for 4 years now in the rest of the country. So, we can hope that when the college is up and running, maybe things will be better.
Absolutely.
My cousin just recently sold her house that's in this town area, and her realtor told her the real estate market is picking up a little, no major amount, but it is starting to pick
Okay.
up, there are a few more people starting to look.
Right. That's good to know, Carol.
I'd like to ask, since when has the copper tubing been missing?
Been a while.
Well,
Has it been a while?
do you remember when I said there had been a break-in and that Rob had been up there and he put a board over the window? When Detlef went up to look at the property, he was the one that went in and he discovered the tubing is copper wire. And I did mention it to Rob, and he said that was probably when it happened.
Since he was there and, Detlef was there.
Since we first saw the basement window broken, because he did not go in, he just boarded up the window, and he thinks that's when it happened.
If the window was boarded up when you and Detlef went, was it unboarded, like, were the nails out or something?
No, it was loose.
No.
Still boarded up.
April, my son just called. I
They're
need
saying
to-
that
Thank you,
it happened
Marcia.
when the break-in happened, before they boarded it up. They boarded it up because it was broken,
Okay.
so, yeah.
But it hadn't been checked before it was boarded.
Right.
That's why they think it happened before.
Yeah.
Because-
Yeah. Right, gotcha.
Okay.
You know, what was our listing price? What was like
I-
$450
I'm
or
afraid
something?
I don't trust my memory anymore. Figures.
A Maxwell
Changed
Hill.
so many times, it's hard to keep up
Yeah,
with it.
Maybe it was 45, I don't know.
I'm wondering about trying, well, although we may not get an agent who's willing to do it, trying to list it for like 39.
I think the agent we had would do it for 39, if we wanna go there. I don't know that Detlef would agree with,
You think that's too low?
I do.
Okay.
I don't think there's a big
He
rush.
says he thinks
Okay.
it's
For the
going to
church
go
to
up
sell
and
that
it'd be
property.
better.
All
Yeah.
right, just forget it.
For the carrying cost,
He-
there's hardly any carrying
There's not a lot
cost.
of expense involved in
Right,
keeping
right.
it, and you're gonna lose a lot of money.
There are no utilities, we've stopped everything there,
Although I'll
we've
check again
closed
on the
off to
sewer.
the gas line, there's nothing going on there
I'll
now.
check again on the sewer, but I
Yeah.
don't think
What
we're
were
gonna-
the taxes for all four properties?
It's about 400 a year
On
for
that.
Maxwell Hill.
For Maxwell Hill, all the properties
Yeah.
combined, what was it?
We don't pay taxes on this property. We pay taxes on Maxwell Hill
That's
because
what
it's
I'm talking about,
about
Maxwell Hill.
$400
$400 a year.
for the whole thing, yeah.
That's not bad at all, but what you pay.
Detlef did say if we considered building there, that there would probably be 30 parking spaces. My thinking is and I guess I'm leaning more towards sharing space, an existing space with someone else, maybe the Jewish temple or something, but if we would do that,
That would be,
keep this property because of the proximity to the campus and use this property like coffee house and other things related to the campus. That's just my thinking.
If we were to go another church over there, it'd be harder for students to get over there.
That's why I'm saying
Yeah.
keep this,
Yeah.
because we could also have campus ministry take place here. So, okay, moving right along. Last year I gave little gifts to everyone that served on the board, all the trustees, our staff, our e-staff and everything, and I am deeply appreciative of anything that anybody does for this fellowship. And as my expression of appreciation this year, my gift to you is gravel for the parking lot.
ooh.
Isn't that nice?
Oh, let me add something really quick, since we're talking about the parking lot, and I have never talked to you guys about the parking lot, but Detlef has been talking about it.
Okay?
He thinks that, and this is, I don't know, we might be able to contribute
some financially to this specific thing. He thinks that we should put down parking spaces designated with treated lumber posts
Oh,
on the gravel.
okay.
And remember that he is a civil engineer and
Yes.
he does parking lots.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
So that's one of the things he does.
Okay,
Is he designs parking lots and all that for the city.
okay.
So he was saying that, you know, since we have such a parking crunch back here,
Yeah.
obviously we need to redo the parking lot with gravel, but we need to have the spaces properly designated so that everybody parks the most efficient way.
That'd be good, especially if you could give us some idea of what,
And it would be cheap.
yeah.
It would be cheap to do.
Okay. Super.
But thank you, April, for the gravel.
Yes.
Yes,
Very generous.
you are. Thank you.
Right now.
Very nice.
Not right now.
So that's part of my tithing. Okay, that brings us up to installation of officers, and Marcia was going to take care of that for us,
Yes.
and she
has
is
the
out with her
handouts for that.
son on the phone.
Okay.
Well, I don't know where the handout is, but I got it.
Well, as while Kathy's looking for that, let me also mention, as my sister said, you need to delegate. Because I was so exhausted last night, trying to get ready for today, that I did not refurbish the name tags. I have new holders for pin-on name tags, but we need to retype them. Some people wear them home, don't bring them back. I can't imagine, you know. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly. Okay, so do we have a volunteer that would refurbish name tags?
What? Yeah,
Okay, so take all the name tags from the basket
Yep.
and collect from people that are wearing them, and I will send you names.
Alrighty.
Awesome!
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Lars, we need one for Andre now too.
Alright, I'll make it.
Well, I'll have to give you the names, because Savannah and Jessica.
And Jessica.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
and all that. So, yay, y'all, Lars. Wow.
Until Marcia comes back in, I'll handle this because I'm the longest serving officer in the group, I guess. If that's all right with people. Well,
And,
Marcia did an excellent job chairing the nominations committee this year, and I was very grateful that I didn't have to do it. We were able to persuade April to stay on one more year. Yay! I'm sorry, not we, she was able to. Betsy will continue to be vice president. You're still stuck with me as the treasurer.
For life.
Carol's
For life.
agreed to be the secretary again. Wilma has gone off being the member at large because it's more than she can do. She's moving over to the trustee position that was up for election this year after Kim's term expired. So the members at large are going to be Dave and Debbie are going to continue, and Marcia persuaded Sebi to
yay, Sebby.
Yay. as member at large.
Yay!
So that's the 7 board members, then trustees will be Randy is continuing, Marcia is continuing, and Wilma will be the new trustee on there. So Randy's term is up next year and Marcia's in 2 years afterwards.
I have a question.
Yes,
Are the officers elected each year?
yes.
Well, shouldn't April's name be down here?
Down there.
Where are you seeing?
The election of officers. But I missed seeing.
Well, it is election of officers, but Marcia is supposed to do it, but something's come up with her son.
No, I understand that. Election of officers, I don't see the name of a president.
Where are you looking?
Where are you looking?
I'm looking at,
It just says election and installation of
I'm
officers.
looking at the page that has election of officers in this big packet.
I think that was last year's
Last
minutes.
year's minutes. Oh, but I was elected last
You
year,
were
you're
elected
right.
last year, yeah.
That's interesting.
Let me-
Thank you, Jean.
Because your name isn't down there, that's all.
Yeah.
You're right.
The name isn't.
You're not in there.
Oh, you know
yeah.
what, a whole year. You have had me a whole year.
That
I
means
wasn't
we get an extra
elected.
year.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We get an extra
I
year.
apologize, I
No.
apologize.
It
No,
does not work that
there
way.
it is,
It does
right
not
here.
work that way.
It's like, I don't ever
funny.
For this year, and it just,
That's right.
I heard it verbalized.
Since none of the officers even noticed this, and it took you to do it,
I'm not
I think we
even a
should
member.
fire them all. We should fire them all.
Put you as proofreader.
There's something wrong with management.
No, it's just that.
Thank you,
My
Jean.
apologies, okay?
Wow.
That's great.
Sounds like a coup d'etat.
Okay, I'll keep my mouth shut for another 5 seconds.
One.
Okay, so Wilma is not here, Dave and Debbie are not here. It's the 4 executive officers and Sebi are here and.
And the others have proxies,
Right,
yes,
okay.
so it's approved.
So congregation, Randy, you're not being reelected, so maybe you could lead the congregation response on this sheet. Yeah, and turn these back in too, guys, so we'll have it for next year.
As our elected leaders, you hold the
Join
interest.
in, you guys. Those of you who are not being elected.
Congregation.
Oh, I see.
As
Sorry,
our
yeah.
elected leaders.
You hold the interests and needs of the congregation as a sacred trust.
We accept this responsibility.
Leaders are stewards of the spirit of cooperation and interdependence among the members of the congregation.
We will be faithful stewards.
Leaders take responsibility for moving the NRUUF forward.
We will
Generate
generate
energy and enthusiasm for our common work.
With nerve.
Leaders embrace challenges with optimism.
We embrace challenges with optimism.
Leaders call forth the leadership gifts in others.
We will encourage new leaders.
We will accept leadership in our turn.
We will share our common work as broadly as possible.
We will follow your leadership with responsible trust.
We will strive to deserve your confidence.
We will speak out on the issues before the congregation.
I got that one.
We will respect your opinions and be guided by your needs.
We will rejoice in all that we do together as a free church.
We rejoice in the bold adventure that is the New River Unitarian Universalist Fellowship.
Pass your papers to Kathy.
We are installed.
Please say more than they do.
Okay.
Because we can read.
We control what they do.
Oh,
Okay. I will extinguish the faux flame. Faux flame is extinguished. And need a motion for adjournment.
so
I
moved.
move.
And it is
Seconded.
2:15. Wow.
Not 4 o'clock.
Not yet, thank goodness. That was excellent. April, thank you.
Praise Lord.
Thank you, thank you.
Kathy.
Talk about.
You came to the phone.
Okey doke.
Any other comments?
Okay, that's good.
And thank you for working up those numbers.
What did it come out to?
Yeah.
If we compare it way back, it comes out to
If we
20.
could have your attention a minute, Betsy figured out did some figuring for how much it would cost per member if they paid the essentials.
It went for the essentials, yeah.
Two-
If I took, the expenses, the utilities, from the reserves, I take out the maintenance, or include the maintenance. And if, for the fair share in CERG, our membership in both the UUA and the Central East Regional District, it adds up to a figure that I divided by 12. It comes out to 7,160 divided by 12, which was $597 approximately a month, divided by 23 members.
Right.
And that would equal $26 per month per member for the bare, just to cover the bare necessities of the expenses.
And then to cover all the expenses we have budgeted, it was 46.
45 or,
So anyway,
yeah, $45 for
Yeah.
all the expenses.
yeah, like I was saying
Per month.
earlier, that's just the
Remember,
number
I-
that I wanted to.
So I think that's interesting, and we'll put that in the newsletter so people can see that too,
Yeah,
to understand how does that
Kathy.
impact you know,
This is
expensive.
And I would just
flowers, these are for
include
the
it
name
as,
tags.
you know,
Do you want me to give you
a
a
note
check for
of
something?
interest.
Yeah, it is
A
just
note
a note
of
of
interest.
Or you
interest.
want
Yeah.
to just see what it is?
And I think
then
we
I'll
should
give you a
probably
check?
just do
Okay.
these.
Am I doing it? I can do it.
If you
Because,
don't
you
mind.
know,
And,
I'm
I'll
disgusted
try to
by
coordinate it with
when you go to
Andre
churches and they're handing, you know,
Dave.
they're
just-
Yeah, they
pressuring
tell
you
you.
Before
to
we
put
Yeah.
had
money
to,
in.
they had to spread it.
There's no pressure. It's no pressure here, we just want people to know
Why
how
don't we
it comes
check
out.
with them
Yeah.
before?
Yes,
If we had
yes.
no other,
And I'll try to do that.
All right, and I'm reimbursing you for this?
So
Well,
that's,
however you want
that
to
was
do it.
good, I'm
You
glad
just
you
show
asked
it
us
as
to
a-
do that. I was gonna, yeah, that made sense to me. And see, I like that needle little thing when I can. Cause I know,
Or I can reimburse you.
I just said, oh, I can do
You turn it in.
Right,
I
right.
like to do it, I really like to do those.
appreciated it.
And actually, I can even, you know, people want the ones, I can give them the
Not part of
ones
my
as well, I mean. So that's easy to do.
And I'm working on some ideas for external funding ideas for the fellowship. Hopefully to be integrated with the coffee house times. And I also